MadLibs with Nerdfighteria. The Great Nerdfighter Quest. It was a sweet day in Nerdfighteria, and the wispy community was gathering for the highly anticipated glove-off. The goal was simple, to prove who could flee the most cats in the shortest amount of time. But things got complicated when someone shouted, "Quick, we need to find the legendary Mountain of Ohio!" A group of people immediately sprang into action, with one brave nerdfighter leading the charge. "We need to use the power of sneezy cell phones and solve the riddle of the tissues," they declared. Meanwhile, a speedy traffic warden appeared out of nowhere and challenged them to a game of galloping. It was a high-stakes match, and the loser would have to skitter a cheese in front of everyone. No one wanted to lose, especially because the prize was a rare, goofy electric toothbrush that everyone in Nerdfighteria had been talking about. To make matters worse, the pineapple suddenly activated and released a wave of whiskers, forcing everyone to jump for their lives. "We can't let this happen," someone shouted. "Remember, we're all here to sizzle and collapse our way to victory." In the chaos, a silly nerdfighter managed to use their Latvian plushie to unlock the hidden chamber where the Christmas lights were kept. With a final explosion, they uncovered the treasure, a giant stepladder shaped like a spork. The crowd went wild, and someone shouted, "We are the new champions of Nerdfighteria!" As the sun set on the crazy day, everyone celebrated by dancing the feathery mice and shouting, "Hard, DFTBA!" The shovels had won, and the community was stronger than ever, united by the power of fondue and hopping. A very Nerdfighter Christmas. It was a Nujiji Christmas Eve in Nerdfighteria, and the curmudgeonly community was getting ready for their annual brain cell party. This year's theme was Blue Christmas Chaos, and the entire city of the palace was decorated with gazonkas and giant wreaths hanging from every window. The party was supposed to be peaceful, but things got out of hand when someone accidentally knocked over a chorus full of tubercules. As the shiny nerdfighter scrambled to clean it up, they were interrupted by a loud mirror. It was the fair nerdfighter Santa, flying in on a giant system, shouting, "Ho, ho, ho, time for a galloping off." Everyone eagerly gathered to compete. The rules were simple. You had to bounce a fertilizer and make it into a mic while singing the striped version of "We're Here Because." Whoever failed would be forced to wear a boobly microphone for the rest of the night. In the midst of the chaos, a mysterious, floofy nerdfighter appeared, holding a fish and declaring, "Only the sparkly team can defeat the Friend of Berlin." Everyone cheered as they quickly formed groups of floofs to solve the grumpy puzzle. Just as the final clue was about to be solved, a table appeared and tried to ruin the party. It was a giant chimney that smelled like shenanigans. The crowd quickly united and launched a looking attack with dice to save Christmas. With a final eat, they defeated the red flags, and the sweet nerdfighters rejoiced. As the clock struck midnight, everyone joined together for the Nerdfighter Christmas Carol. "We're here because we love animals, loud and thoughtful, and we've made it through another year of red nuts and maps. Let's party until we're all sneezy." The floors sang, the doors danced, and the Nerdfighteria was filled with the true Christmas spirit of squirrels, chaos, and, of course, spineless acorns.